Evening baseball fans. We will meet the start of Game 3 on this as of the scheduled 1920 season. As today, it will be Red Sox taking on the Detroit Tigers. How's everyone doing there in baseball land? Today's game is from Navin Field in Motown. The Tigers, they come in at 0-2, take on the Chicago Whitesoxs. They are 2-0. For the Tigers defensively, it's Veach in left, Cobb in center, short and right. Jones at third, Bush at short, Young at Hellman at first, and behind Oscars Tanaj. On the mound is Dutch Leonard. He's 10-17. 3.34 ERA, 92 hits, 191 innings, 76 strikeouts, and 63 walks with 9 home runs allowed. Left-handed pitcher, and he'll pitch to this lineup. Leading off will be right field Strong, batting second baseman Eddie Collins, batting third to shortstop Buck Weaver, batting fourth for Joe Jackson, batting fifth the center fielder batting sixth is Shane Collins. Batting seventh is Ray Shock. And batting eighth is the third baseman Eddie Murphy. Don't call me the comedian. Batting ninth is pitching is Eddie Cicotte. Now, this is a very interesting opening of this season, folks. The game was not televised. The services of Swede Raysberg. He was put on the injured reserve for 6 games, so the White Sox had to make some changes in the lineup. And to do so, they are going to put Murphy at third today, and Buck Weaver will move over to short. Weaver's not bad shortstop. Murphy not so good at third, but that Murphy really paid dividends as he really hits right-handed pitching extremely well. So we'll see how it works out. Baseball here from Motown. It is the 0-2 Tigers versus the 2-0 only team so far, the Chicago White Sox. If anybody else who's come in, get the opening start again in a moment if need be. Well, let's get started and see who we pull in from the after crowd of the Beatles internal network, and then we'll get on to this. So we'll bring what they speak. So let's do this. First pitch, and we're going to use the casino dice rollers today because it's easier. People can sit dice roll and they see the game engine playing out. So here's the first batter, Shrunk. This is his first at bat of the season. He gets the start to the right field. He was a 265 home run, 34 RBIs last season. Leonard looks in, gets sign, and here is that is a 3-5 and struck him out. The left-hander Dutch Leonard gets the first strikeout of the third game of the series. Here's second baseman Eddie Collins. He for 9 or 2 walks and a strikeout. Again, the Detroit Tigers organization's game, and the White Sox are taken by the AI. So Leonard with the pitch. Here's the pitch to Eddie Collins. 45 ball field. Short and one of the better outfielders in baseball. He comes in and missed the catch. So 2 outs in the first inning. Here is Buck Weaver. 4 for a double and an RBI. Behind the plate. Leonard looks in and gets the side. Here's the pitch to Weaver. And that's going to be a 1-5 ground by third. Jones got it, throws it across the diamond, and 3 down. Go to Sox. Let's go to the bottom of the first. It's no score here at Motown. And it's Young, followed by Bush and Cobb for Tigers against right-handed Eddie Cicotte. 21-10, 2 saves, 3.27 ERA, 316 hits. White Sox defensively, White is Jackson in left, Felsh in center, and Strong gets to start in right. Murphy at third, Weaver at short, Collins at the Collins in first. The Collins boys over by the plate is Ray Shaw. Is Eddie Cicotte. Again, here we go. Young is up. He's hitting 29. Have a nice little start here for the Tigers. 7 at bats and RBI. Left-handed batter. Shock sets the target. Here's the pitch to Cicotte. 5-10 ground Collins got it, flips it to first baseman Collins for the first out. So first out here, and now here's Donnie 4 for 8, a double on the series. So some of these Tigers are hitting well. They just haven't won a game yet. So far, lost the first 2, looking to salvage the third game in the series. Access the target. Cicotte looks in, and here's the pitch to Bush, and that's going to be a line drive base hit for Bush. First base of ball game for either team. Bush is on board. Not much of a stealer. He will be held. And now here's the right fielder, Thomas Cobb. He struggled a little bit. He's 1 for 8, 2 walks and a strikeout. So if he steps up, left-handed batter, sets. Cicotte looks in, gets the sign, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 10-5 ball center. Is a 1. That's catchable. It is. And makes the catch for out number 2. Bush heads back the second out. And now here is Bobby Veach. Veach 3 for 8 so far. Nothing across the board in the count. That's where the Tigers are sometimes having on the order, not producing like they should. Shot behind the plate. Cicotte, the runner on first and 1 out. Here's the pitch to Veach, and that's a 3-10, and Veach walks. The Tigers got 2 on and 2 out again. Cicotte. And now here's the first baseman, Harry Howland. He's 2 for 8, a triple, and 3 runs batted in. Schauk sets the target. Cicotte working from the stretch. 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Howland. 3-10. Rob on the second. Collins for first, and that's all for Tigers in the first. We played 1, no score. Second inning, let's reset things going on here. So far, nothing of huge coming over as of yet. Hopefully, we'll have some join in. Here is Shula's Joe Jackson, followed by Happy Felsch and Shano Collins. Jackson so far is 4 for 9, home run and 2 RBIs. Standing left-handed hitter. So now just the target. Leonard, the lefty, 2-lefty matchup. Here's the pitch, and you want a 5-9, and it's Jackson down on strikes. That's the first out. Second, here's Happy Felsch. He's 3 for 9 with an RBI far right-handed batter. Sinaj sets the target. Dutch Leonard and the pitch. 6. This time he gets on the inside corner. Back-to-back strikeouts. So now here is Shane Collins. All for 10 RBI so far. Has playing real well of these Sox. 2 outs, nobody on. Sinaj sets the target. Dutch Leonard looks aside. Here's the pitch to Shano. 2-7, a base hit for Collins. He keeps his hot hit. Here's the catcher, a Schauk, hitting 7-14, 7 at bats. A double catcher so far for these Sox. Sinaj puts down the target. Leonard from the strike. Here's the pitch, and Collins gonna go for second. Got him. Sinaj with the inning. So we go to the bottom of the second. Still no score. Town. It is White Sox. There's nothing. Clinton Park. Welcome aboard. Yes, this is Navin Field in Detroit, and this is playing it as I can get them. So bottom of the second, folks. This is the 1920 replay. It's not the. I guess the computer made a schedule for me. That's fine. And what I'm doing again, I am playing a non-as-played replay, which means Mr. Landis does not have control and cannot suspend the White Sox this season. They were acquitted in our court of law, which means they are guilty, and the buck stops here. So Charles Comiskey and Mr. Landis cannot stop these boys from baseball. That also will save the life of Mr. Ray Chapman, as he will not play on the baseball field this year. Injuries are on to force usage. So, well, we already had one. Swede Riesberg was 2 of this series, and he'll probably miss a week of action. So White Sox going to make some changes here and there, here on their team, as Murphy plays third and Weaver had to move to short instead of the reliable Swede Riesberg. So they'll miss until he comes back. Tigers basket, and here's Chris Shorten. Shorten scored 1 for 4, nothing across the board. Schauk sets the target. Cicotte 4-6 ground ball to first. Collins will get it. He'll take the bag himself. And that's the first here in the second. Here is Bobby Jones, the character in the Angel uniform. I have to find a picture of him. 0 for 4 so far. Playing third base for these Tigers. Shot behind the plate. Cicotte. Here's the pitch from Eddie. And that's a 6-10. This is where the problem's going to be. Murphy's a 5'59". This could be a problem. It's a single, and he throws it away. Collins cannot get there. So that will force Bobby Jones to go to second. And there's a runner on second. Murphy, again, not a reliable third baseman. He's there more for his bat. Now runner on second and 1 out. So Murphy had it. He should have just let the ball go in foul territory and accept the hit. He picked it up and flipped it. Collins off the bag, and Jones took second on E5. So single E5. 1 out here in the second. Here's Stanaj. He's for 6 RBI so far on the replay. Shock sets in. Cicotte will runner on second, 1 out. Here's a 2-4 single for Stanaj. That'll score the run by Jones. He'll score, and it's 1-0 favor of the Tigers. So the Tigers big base hit, and that will be a hit. How about that? So what a start here for the Tigers. We're going to get rid of some notifications I'm now all of a sudden getting. So 1-0 Tigers, 1 out in the second. Stanaj at first. Here's Dutch Leonard. Pretty good hitting pitcher. 57 doubles and 5 ribbies. Now down 1-0 pitch. 3 takes second, throws to first, and there's 2 outs. Here is Robert. Here is Robert. Let's do it. We call it make. And he is Ralph as Ralph Young. I should know that. He uses 920 set before Ralph Young. He is the double play combination with Don Bush. So here comes Ralph Young. 0-1. Grounded out back to the first. Runner on second, 2 outs. Tigers up by a run. Shock sets to the target. Cicotte flips the pitch. That's a 6-4 ground ball for Weaver. He not bad shortstop. He throws and got him. Oh, we almost had tested out that range, but Collins this time makes a nice play. But Tigers score a run. We played 2 down. 1-0 Tigers. We went Bob B. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know I'm trying. And that's really kind of having its issues right now. So I'm trying to survive this right now. I was hoping we can. I don't switch in the middle and lose you guys. So unfortunately, that's what's happening. So internet been choppy. They haven't told us what was wrong with it or how to solve it. So we're here in the bottom again. Bottom of the third. Top of the third. Sorry, 1-0 Tigers. It'll be Shock followed by Murphy and Cicotte for Sox. Stanaj Leonard looks in, and here's a pitch to Shock. 2-4, fly ball right field. Shorten is there. Makes the catch out. With the game looking the way it is, let me see if I can add the fly the ball. There we go. Let's hit the fly the ball. If that deters, if that makes it worse, and it causes a problem on the lay, then we'll go and take them off. So here's Eddie Murphy, not to be controlled with the medium. It's a lefty matchup. Murphy does prefer to hit against right-handed pitching, not lefties. So Murphy comes in with a 339 hitter, 1920, 118 at bat, 2 doubles and 19 ribs. Stanaj sets the target. Leonard looks on, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a 6-4. That's a line drive. Out goes up the middle for a base hit. So Murphy's on, just gets it through Bush and Young. 1-13 single, got 13. So runner on first and nobody out. And now here's the pitcher, Eddie Cicotte. So Cicotte, the batter, top of the third, 1 away. Stanaj sets the target. Leonard from the stretch. Murphy gets the lead. He tries to get a better lead. Here's the, and I think Leonard Cicotte's going to bunt. He does. He lays down a bunt. Good play to first, and does he get him? No, he's on. So Cicotte beat it. For Cicotte, we're going to have to look at the official score here. Hit it down the line, and they did on a base hit. So Eddie Cicotte, another sacrifice, lays a beautiful bunt down. Jones did not have a play at all. He flipped it. Heilman came off the bag, and there's 2 on and 1 out. So here come the 2 on, 1 out. Here's Strunk. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. He struck out his first time up. Again, this is an as play. So those who ended the team with the team will play. So Stanaj sets the third from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Strunk. Ground ball to short. This could be a problem. Let's see if he hit the play. Possible double play. Oh, he bobbled it. Oh, he got in his way, and Bush did not play. That's an E6, and that is already the first. That's their first error of the ball game, and the Tigers' defense now causing some problems. Murphy at third, Cicotte at second, and Strunk at first. Bases loaded, 1 out of the third, 1-0 Tigers. And now is the tough Eddie Collins. 0 for 1, flying out his first time up. Looking at the defense, like the Tigers are the corners in. Jones and Huntley up the corners. They'll come in if hit them, anything on contact. Bush and Young are going to try to see if they get the speedy count on a double play. Stanaj as the target. Leonard from stretch in here. That's a 4-8 and walked him. Leonard start with the men on base. He walks Collins. We are tied at 1 for Eddie Collins. So Cicotte at third, Strunk at second, Collins at first. Another added into the merry-go-round. As the bases loaded, Sox 1 out in third. Here's Buck Weaver trying to cash in on this. 1 out in the third. Another carny day for the White Sox as they hit this amusement park of a day in with the target. Leonard from the stretch, and here's the pitch to Weaver. That's a 3-7. Ground ball short of the plate. Bush, the Young, the Heilman gets about that. Pitcher's best. Double play. Whites get 1, they strand 1. At the end of, we go to the bottom of the third. It's 1. Wow, what a bump here. And it's so far a good one. All right, here we go. And now we go to the bottom of third inning, and it's a beautiful ball day at the ballpark. It's another quality game, as they say. Coming on. Let's see. Let's get up and back to Donnie Bush. Bush 1 for 1. Single time up to be followed by Cobb and Veach. Shock sets the target. Eddie pitch. 4 cat. Shock. He's a 1-4. It should be a big play, and does. So Shock makes the play. And there's 1 out here in the third. Here's Ty Cobb. He's 0 for 1. So Cobb 0 for 1. Still sets the target. Cicotte from the windup. Here's the pitch to Cobb. That is Weaver. 3-31. He fields. Get it. So an E6 on Weaver, and that is the of the ball game, and that will cost Weaver 6 in the book. So Cobb is on, but because of Shock's forearm, Cobb is going to be definitely held, but he probably won't not steal. So now Bobby Veach, if the Tigers can get something off this White Sox error, Shock violates Cicotte from the stretch. Back at Cobb, here's the pitch. And it's going to be a 4-0 single right field. It's +1. Let's see if Cobb takes third. He's a 1-15. We're going to send him. And here, so Cobb takes third without a fly, I believe. He does, as Strunk threw it in the Collins. They Veach from advancing. First and third, 1 out here, third. And now here's Harry 0 for 1. Again, White Sox controlled by the I will make emergency exact decisions like pulling pitchers for pinch hitters. 1920 replay. The computer will keep the pitcher in very late in the ball game, so I will make changes if needed. Heilman 0 for 1. Puts down the sign because I kind of talks to Cicotte. He's not bullied here in 1920. They can have all the long conversations they want. Cicotte gets back on the mound again from the stretch. First and third. First time. He wants to do anything but that. Murphy and Collins playing in on the court. Weaver and Collins will be up to 2. Cicotte from the stretch. To Howman. 4 catch. That could be the worst thing that could have happened. Shout. Could be a wild pitch by Cicotte. Let's see if he can get the wild pitch. It is. Yes, it is a wild pitch. It's a wild pitch. It didn't look that bad. It must have crossed him up. So he scores. So Cobb scores from third, and Veach takes second. So Eddie Cicotte scores the tie run. Again, let's confirm that official score. Wild pitch Cicotte. So it's now 2-1 Detroit. Veach on its second, 1 out. Howland stays up. Shout puts up the signs. Cicotte from the stretch. I guess that's been all over the place. From the stretch. 2-2. Oh, it hit him. That could cost him. He will. So high hit by a pitch. And whoa. And he's like, he's not going to be able to dust off. He's told the trainers, and they will walk him off. So Hyman will be done. And the big one. So now the Tigers, this first game of the series had a lot of hit batsmen. And now it's getting kind of cheapy. That was an inside fastball, and they're going to take Holland off. They didn't really have X-rays back in 1920, I bet, or stuff like that. So Ellison will come in and run for Holland. So he'll be out for at least 2 games. The Tigers now showing some injury bug. So now here is Shorten. Runners at first and second, 1 out here in the third. Shout sets the target. Cicotte smiles at hitting Allen with that pitch. I'm not sure if that didn't have any intent. Cicotte from the stretch. Here's the pitch short. That's a 4-8. That's a double play ball. Collins, the Weaver, the Collins. That's 1 and finish the third. Tigers lead 2-1. New pitcher will be Ellison. So Ellison will take first base. I think we'll have to see if that's the best way to do this when this game continues. The other drive first, so he definitely was there for his defense. He's in there for the offense. Ellison 1920 home runs, 21 RBI, 7 goals and 2 goals. So let's go ahead and get Ellison in the ball game. He's the new first baseman. Top of the 4th coming up. White Sox down 2-1. Shoeless Joe struck out his first time up. So Dutch Leonard working the top of the 4th inning. White Sox 1 run, 3 hits, and 2 errors. The Tigers 2 runs on 4 hits and an error. Cicotte sets the target. Lefty pitch. And that's a 5-6 ball right field. Shorten is there. He'll come in and make the catch for out number 1. 1 out in the 4th. Here is Happy Felsch. Felsch 0 for 1. 3 for 10 so far on the early. As a ribby. Stanaj sets the target. Then lefty-righty matchup, and Felsch 6-9 ground ball back to the mat, back to Bush. He throws across the diamond. He got him. That was Jones actually came up with a nice play. 2 outs in the 4th, and here's Shane Collins. Single his first time up. He's 1 for 1. He's hitting .455. I mean, you're not really supposed to give it bad. He's having a good start though. I believe that would make him, if I'm right, 5 for 11 or so. So he's been hot. So Sanaa sets the target. Lefty-righty matchup to Shane Collins. Here's the pitch. 4-4 ground ball to third. That's Bobby Jones. He makes a nice play, but he throws it. Cannot bail him out. That's another error in the game, and that's 2 errors for the Tigers. So this is a very poorly game, as they must have had some rain the night before, and Jones just could not field comfortably enough, and he threw a 2-hopper to Ellison, who could not bail him. So now both teams with 2 errors here in the 4th inning. I've been lucky enough not to have a lot of errors so far, but boy, here they come in a bunch. Here is Ray Shaw. He's 0 for 1. Just the target. Let's see if Collins may go for it here. He got thrown out stealing the last time up. Sets the target. Leonard for stretch, and he tried to steal, but he couldn't. So here we go. Here's the lefty-righty matchup and the pitch. It's going to be a 1-11. Popped it up. Bush is there. This is a can of corn. Bush hits it and makes the catch and inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left. We go to the fourth. It's 2-1 Tigers. Let's see how the chat is doing on a fine Friday evening. I hope everyone is doing far so good. So now here's Bobby Jones, not that cat in the California Angel uniform, so got to change this picture. 2-1 Tigers. We play the last of the fourth. Shock sets the target. Cicotte looks in, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-5 out line drive. Oh, Eddie Cicotte just went totally out of his way and made an unbelievable catch. Oh, he shows the man that blew the ball, and they call him out. That will show up somewhere on the newspaper as an out, but boy, did Collins get highway robbery. On the fourth, here's Oscar Stanaj has the only RBI for the Tigers today. An RBI single back. Shock sets in. Cicotte looks in. Here's the pitch to Stanaj. 4-11 fly left field. Joe is a 1-13. Let's see if he makes it. And he doesn't. He drops the ball in his Joe Jackson, an E13. He came out of the glove, and he took the ball in, and Stanaj still beats him to the bag. That's an E7, and now we've gotten 5 errors here, 1 out on the fourth. Here's Dutch Leonard, holy cow. So now Leonard comes up, good hitting pitcher. See what I decided to do here, do I decide to bunt him in, bunt him over, or do we bat? He's not so bad. Let's go ahead, probably put down the sacrifice for Leonard. Cicotte pitches. He lays the bunt down perfect. He was trying to beat it out, does he? Oh, he doesn't, but he gets a fielder's choice, so he gets the lead runner. So Leonard didn't put a good enough spin on the bunt. Cicotte got it, had enough time, and threw us right to Weaver. So he got him out there. Actually, it was picked up by Murphy and went to the shortstop. So Murphy made a nice play on the bunt, and they got him 5-6. So 1 out here, and 2 outs a second. Here's Ralph Young, 0 for 2. Couple ground outs. Chuck sets the target. Cicotte from 2-10. That's a single right field. Leonard turns into a 1-16 running first to third. 10 running speed, +1 fielder's arm, +2, 2 outs, +2 third the third. We are going. We're going to tend the runner to third, and where it is safe. So Ralph Young moves to second. So Strong went for the throw to Leonard. That gives the Tigers 2 men in scoring position. Now with 2 outs. And now here's Donnie Bush. Maybe not the boys for Strong to make that throw to third. He's trying to over-aggressive it. And show his arm, and Leonard still beats him over. Pitchers are athletes, folks. Second and third, 2 outs here in the fourth. 2-1 Tigers. Donnie Bush, 1 for 2, single back in the first. Shock sets the target. Cicotte from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's a 6-11 ground ball to first. Collins got in front of him. He gets it this time. Picks it himself. And the Tigers are done in the fourth. They strand 2. We go to the fifth. It's 2-1 Tigers. Out here in the top of the fifth inning. Losing some people. Hopefully everything is okay on the stream wise. Here's Eddie Murphy. No 1 for 1. Scored a run his first time. Stanaj sets the target. Lefty Murphy. And this will be a 2-4 ground ball. Second, John Ellison for out number 1. Here's Eddie Cicotte, 1 for 1. Not single his first time up. Sets the target. Leonard lefty to right. Here's the pitch. And that's a 4-9 fly ball center field. That's Cobb. He comes in, he makes sure he has it, and makes a catch. 2 outs here in the fifth. Here's Amos Strunk. He's 0 for 2. Trouting got on a base on a shortstop error. Stanaj set target. Leonard gets to Strunk. 1-6. Ground ball back to the mound. Leonard's got it. He gets it and gets it to Ellison for the third out. The Sox go 3 up, 3 down. We to the bottom of the fifth. It's 2-1 Tigers. So Cobb will be followed by Veach and Ellison, the bat for the Tigers here in the fifth. So Cobb, the batter for 2, runs scored, comes up now. Shock sets the target. Eddie Cicotte the windup and pitch. 2-8 ground ball. It's hard hit. Collins got it. Collins back and gets him. The Collins law firm. 1 out here in the fifth. So Veach 1 for 1. He's walked in singles. He's been on base twice. 4-9 on the opening season. Cicotte puts down the sign, gives down the pitch. Looking for that spitter. Cicotte looks in, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball center field. That's fast. He waits for it and makes the catch. 2 outs here at fifth. So now with 2 outs in the fifth, here is Babe Ellison. His first at bat, hitting .219, no homers, 21 RBI. Carmen, who went out with injury problems. Cicotte sets in target. Cicotte looks in, and here's the pitch. 27th fly ball left field. Trueless Joe is there. The Tigers go 3 up, 3 down. It's official here in Detroit. It's 2-1 Tigers. Top of the 6th, Collins, followed by Weaver and Jackson. Dutch Leonard in his 6th inning of work, lefty. Leonard much better pitcher, switch-wise to lefties. And Gale, his pitching he really has. Sometimes he doesn't have the out pitch anymore. You get the right-handers out, but lefties he sure does. If you look at the card itself, you can tell lefties he's a tough competitor. Stanash, Dutch Leonard looks on, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a 2-8, and that's a line drive for Collins. Boy, he didn't care. He just ripped one to the right side. So Collins on first base, and he'll be held, but he'll have a significant chance to get the stolen base. +2 for Leonard, -2 the hole, so we'll be in even speed for Collins to get some extra bases here. So Weaver is up. He's 0 for 2. He's ground out and ground into a double play. Sinach sets the target. Leonard trying to keep Collins close to the back. It's going to work. He throws, and is it a hit and run? Weaver hits a fly ball field. I think it was a hit and run. Let's see what's going to happen here. It is a hit and run, and it's a double. Veach cannot get it. Cobb has to run it down. That will score the first. A perfect hit and run, and Buck Weaver is on that second with the double, and the White Sox have tied this at 2. So Buck Weaver doubles in a run. He's on at second with nobody out, and the White Sox are in business. So Shoeless Joe 0 for 2. Struck out and flied out. So again, it's the nine has to go out and talk to lefty matchup here. So that's what signs Leonard from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Jackson. That's a 6-11. Ground ball second Young. He snuffs it out. Weaver will move the third, next to play to first. So with 1 out here, it's a 2-2 tie. The Tigers decide they're going to bring Field in, trying to stop anything hit at them. So Jones and Bush are in on the left. Young and Ellison in on the right. Felsh 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded out. Stanash just target Leonard, a lefty-righty matchup. Here is Happy Felsh. 5-8 popped short. Bush has got it. He calls everyone off and makes the catches with hold. 2 out here in the 6th, 2-2 score. Both teams with 5 hits. White Sox, unfortunately, dubiously leading in food bars 3-2. So Shane Collins 1 for 2. He's now 4-17, flipping 12 at bats. He's a dangerous hitter in this situation. He's a little bit unclutched, loses 2 of them to the card. Stanash sets the target. Leonard from the stretch. Runner third, 2 outs. Weaver dancing off the back. Collins 4 and ball third. Jones a 4-8-32. Keep it in front of him. Yes, he can. Nice play by Jones. He gets over to Ellison. Retires aside. Weaver is straight at third. It is 2. We go to the bottom of the 6th. So for the Tigers, Shorten, Jones, and Stanage. Bang for the Tigers. In the last 6th inning, Ken Castro. Hello aboard. How you doing, Mr. Castro? Welcome. And hello. Welcome to the booth. So thank you for coming in, of course. Appreciate coming in. Here is Chris Short, last of the 6th, 2 score. Shorten 0 for 2. We followed by Jones. Shot by the plate. Eddie Cicotte in his 6th inning of work. Here's the 7. Draws a loft walk. So Shorten's on at first. And now here's Bobby Jones. Not that character in the Angel uniform. 1 for 2 runs so far. Single reach on the 4th. Shock sets the target. Cicotte looks in from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 4. That's a line. He said Shorten will stop at second. Tigers got 2 on and no out 6. It's a 2-2 ball game. And now here's Stenage again, an opportunity to get a base hit. He had an RBI wrap in the second and got on an error in the fourth. He's 1 for 2. 2 on, nobody out. Shock sets in. See working from the strike. Here is the pitch to Stenage. 2-10-5 ball left field. Jackson comes in, makes the catch short and has to hold with 1 out. So with 1 out here, again, here's Leonard. The question is Ralph Young. You bunt him across and put runners in scoring position and then have to do something so hard against a right-handed pitcher. He looks like a clutch situation. Give me 1 minute. Go some advanced scouting. It tells me that he is going to be anti-clutch. Oh, yes, he was 4 in the 2 column. So, you know what? Oh, we're going to let Leonard out in this case. Dutch Leonard back. He's 0 for 2. Shock sets the target. Cicotte from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 3-5 run. It's a strike to Weaver. But Leonard makes a nice relay to first. Good heart by Bobby Jones. He took Weaver. There was a bit of a problem there. So now it's first and third, 2 outs. And here's Ralph Young. That's why we didn't want him on base with 2 outs and runners in score position. He loses 4 in column the clutch. So 1 for 3, first and third, 2 outs, game tied. Shock the target. Cicotte from the stretch, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a 1-6 draw first. Collins got a kick in the bag. And the Tigers go very weakly in the zoo. We played 6. In Motown, it's 2-2's your score to the 7th. White Sox 2 runs on 5 hits and 3 errors. The Tigers 2 runs, 6 hits and 2 errors. So now it'll be Shock, Murphy, and the bat for the White Sox here in the 7th. So Stenage put down a target. Dutch Leonard looks on, and here that's going to be a line drive in the gap. That's going to be trouble. Cannot get it. That will. Shock will go for 1. He's 2. He's a catcher. He doesn't mind the run. Go to third standing. So Shock starts off the 7th with a stand-up triple. Holy cow. So runner on third and nobody out. Shock leads off the 7th with a triple. Leonard trouble. He'll pitch to the lefty, Murphy, and then Cicotte. So let's see. Infield's in. You have to do this right. So here we go. Stenage, Shetar, Leonard working from the stretch. Third and nobody out, but 2 pitch to Murphy. 2-5 seconds young. He snuffs it out. He keeps Shock where it is and throws him out. Nicely done. 1 out in the 7th. So Shock had a hold. This time Ralph Young got all over the baseball, held Shock and threw him out. Now here's Eddie Cicotte. It's 2021. Cicotte comes out of the ball game, but he'll stay in most likely. So runner, here it is, 7th inning. Runner on third, 1 out. Stenage sets the target. Leonard from the stretch. Runner on third, nobody out. It's a squeeze. They're going to win. Does Cicotte get a squeeze in? Here comes Shock to the plate. He is. Is he in there? He is. He's out. Oh, he lays one down. He bunts on it by Leonard. Throw to first. Got him. It was a safety. So the White Sox with the safety squeeze. How about that? A safety squeeze for Cicotte. And the White Sox lead it 3-2. So a safety squeeze by Cicotte. Nicely done by Ray. Shock. Tigers are kind of left holding an empty bag. 2 outs. Here's Amos Strunk. He's 0 for 3. Stenage sets the target. Looks in a little bit bewildered. Just make a hit at Strunk. You never know. Here's the pitch. And struck him out. That's Leonard. Not a happy camper. White Sox 1. We go to the 7th inning. We didn't stretch in 1920. But let's go ahead and stretch anyway. It's 3-2 White Sox. So Bush followed by Cabinvich. Tigers in the 7th as Eddie Cicotte in the last of the 7th inning. So what a ball game there. A little unbelievable. So now here we go. Bush, Cobb, and Veach. So it'll be lefty all against Cicotte righty. Cicotte prefers kind of throws left-handers at 2 L's and puts them more inclined guards out, so it kind of works for him. Shock sets in, Cicotte in, gets the sign. Here's a pitch to Donnie. Bush 6. That's a 5.59. The throw got him. Oh, Murphy made a nice thing. Oh, Collins came off the bag and got him. He reached around and tagged him on the way in. So Murphy again, not a strong throw. That's 1 out in the 7th. If I was him, I probably just get Mullen on this White Sox team. I would probably up there, put Weaver back at third, almost a Gold Glove. That's short. Freddie McMullen is he's a 388 or so. I guess we don't want to do that, do we? All right. Well, I was hoping, I'm trying to get space here for the dudes. I guess we don't want to do that. I guess this is their best team out there with Reesburg still caught out on injuries. 3-2 White Sox, 1 out of 7. Here's Cobb, 0 for 3 run score. Jock sets the targets. Cicotte looks in, and here's the pitch to Cobb. And that will be a drive for Cobb for a base hit. So Cobb is on. That's his first hit of the game. Again, not really can steal. There's too much negatives of -5 just for Shock, so he's held pretty well. Here is Bobby Veach, 1 for 2 with the walk. Let's the Tigers on the board here. 3-2 White Sox. Shock sets the target. Cicotte from the stretch. Runner on first and 1 out. And that's a 4. That's an 8. That's a line drive. Base hit on the right side. Cobb will stop at second. He will hold. And the Tigers got 2 on and 1 out. So Cobb at second. Veach on at first. And Abe Ellison. He's now put in a difficult spot. He came in replacing Harry Howland on injuries. And now gets his second opportunity in a non-clutch situation. First, second, 1 out for the Tigers, down by 1. White Tigers now with 8 out, hitting Chicago 8-6. Shock sets the target. Cicotte from the stretch. 2 on, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Ellison. 5-5. That is a line drive to deep left center field. That could be over to Hannafel. It is. Top score. See, does it score Veach? Veach at 12 trying to score. He's going to try. And we'll hold it. Trailing runner. The throw is blocked at the plate. There's a collision. Is out at the plate. Oh my goodness. So Veach is out trying to score. So I thought I turned off the ability to block at the plate, but they still called it. Oh my goodness. The throw by Phelps came in the Shock, and he took a shot by Veach. But Shock still held on. He put the ball over him, saying, "Get out of here, you're out. Thou shalt not cross," he says. 2 out the 7th. Ellison takes second on the throw. And now it's a 3-3 ball game, 2 outs in the 7th. Shock sets the target now. Runner on second. Here's the Shorten. And what do they do? Oh, they pass. So Shorten gets the intentional pass. 2 on, 2 outs here in the 7th for Bobby Jones, that cat who plays for the Angels. He's had 2 for 3 so far. He singled in the 2nd and singled in the 6th. Shock sets the target. Cicotte from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be 4-6. Ball to first Collins. He's got it. He goes a long way to Weaver and gets the 4. Oh, he actually takes it by himself for the final out. So, Tigers score 1. We played 7, and we're all nodding at 3. Tigers, 3 runs on 9. 3 runs on 6 hits, and 3 errors. Top of the 8. 3. What a ball game all together. Yes, Castro. You aren't here for my dialogue, so this is what we're doing. Top of the 8 here. Top of the 8, 1920 L replay. Again, what this is an as stock replay, so the schedule is not the same. And 2 things definitely in my book. There are going to be injuries because in the real life scenario, the Black Sox were acquitted. That means in our judicial they were innocent. They were presumed innocent peers. So Chief Mountain just can go stick it where the sun doesn't shine, and Charles can miss where boys play. There's no suspension in this replay. Also, Ray will be saved. He will play unless he gets hurt. So again, that's kind of what I'm doing, kind of a double play there. We're going to see who wins the division if the White Sox are all healthy and they play during the season. I'm making all lineups and most pitching rotations. So yes, I'm playing like every other game live, every other one, or I'll showcase a game every other one. I know what RJL does. Here we go, top of the eighth, 3-3 score. Chicago 3-6 hits, 3. Tigers 3 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. The eighth, here we go. Eddie Cicotte 1 for 2 in the RBI. Let's find out what Delaware's favorite players from the Philadelphia A's. The Nash sets the target. Leonard on a lefty left matchup. Here's the pitch. 6-12. Ground ball back to the mound. Hit him. He almost took his head off. He fields it and throws. Oh, he could not make the play. It knocked him down. He got past. And Leonard's gonna be he's gonna be out on the DL for a long time. After 6-12 roll, and I think he was gonna get hurt. He got up and threw one past him. So it was a one-base error. No. And again, we'll have to have a new pitcher. So done. And I will need somebody else to probably going to get some starts now too. Oh boy, does that hurt. This Tiger team is not gifted starter-wise. They're one guy, and the other guy in this rotation would be Ayers, because he was not going to start me, but now he's going to have to. So Ayers will now have to start. Ayers will. He's already fatigued too. Ooh, top of the eighth. All right. Well, Ayers will. Oh man, I hate this. They suck, folks, and I come hand a little bit. Let's see. Let's bring. Oh boy, these guys on the bullpens are not going to be good. So Oakley, Oldham. Let's see. Is Bogart give me anything? No, boy, these guys were hit. These were just horrible hit guys. Ayers was ready to tie the second game of this series, and he will not be able to throw. So Oakley will come in, and boy, he's out to hold the fourth up for these Tigers. So Oakley comes in, and Leonard will be helped off. He's done. That's the second Tiger to be removed and put on the disabled list just in today's game. So top of the eighth, no outs, 3-3 tie. Weaver will now come up, and now, boys, that put it interesting now. Oakley's a +8, so that's really going to give Collins a real good chance to steal. And Buck Weaver, that smile on his face, he's going to take advantage. 11 at-bats, 2 doubles, 2 ribbies so far. Sanaj sets the target. Oakley looks in. This is a big injury for the Tigers. There is no stolen base. Fly ball left. Veach. He's a 3-13. He needs to make this play. And let's see. That's a base hit. It drops in for Veach. Collins will take third. And he got him. Wait a minute. He went far off first. He got him. Holy cow. Veach went and threw back to Ellison, who got the runner who got too far off. So a big out there. Veach. I should say, I'm sorry, who was that? That was Buck Weaver. He got a single. Collins, he got off too far off base and threw behind him, and Ellison applied the tag. Rare plays with the hit. It was a single and a rare play, so I got the runner off first. So now it's a 3-3 score, 1 out, runner on third for Joe Jackson. Felsh on deck. Much different hit. Jackson the 4. So Jackson will take. They will keep the infield in. I'm bringing the infield in here. So let's bring the infield totally in. Let's do that first of all. Let's bring the total infield in. So infield in. So again, they're not going to care. So infield in. Jones, Bush, Young, Nelson in on the grass. First and third, 1 at top of the eighth. Oakley needs to get out of this for the Tigers. And now here's Felsch. Oh, he is 0 for 3, and he's due. White Sox just smelling blood from a shark bite. Stanage sets the target. Oakley from the stretch. Here is the pitch. And they are going to try to steal. That's automatic. They'll hold on to the ball, and Jackson basically gets the steal of second. That's almost he had the auto steal on that, so Jackson stole it. So the infield stays in. Second, third, one out. Holy, just so much going on in the ball field. And now here we go. Boy, we're just second and third, one out, 3-3 score. Felsch batter, he's 0 for 3. Stanage sets the target. Oakley from the stretch, 2 on, and here's the pitch. I think what are they doing here? What does Felsch do? And let's see. He gets it past Stanage. It's a pass ball. It's Stanage. He definitely crossed him up. That will allow the score. Jackson will move to third, and the White Sox got the lead out the benefit of a hit. It's 4-3 White Sox. So now comes up with a runner on third. So Oakley and Stanage now working well together. Stanage again sets the target. Tigers a bit of disarray early in the season. Oakley from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's a 6-10 strikeout, and that's a big strikeout for Oakley. 2 outs in the eighth. And now here's 1 for 3. He had a single, reached on base on the fourth. Both teams with 3 food bars so far in the ball game. 2 outs in the eighth. Stanage sets the target. Oakley from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Shane Collins. 5-9. That's deep the field. Come his way back. He's going back. And Shane Collins get out of here for a home run. The arm is lifted in the air. He goes around the bases. Home run, 1-3, I believe that was. And he rolled a 2. So Shane Collins, it's a big blow here. And let's look at. So holy cow, that was on a can't believe it. He pitched this in a big ballpark here in here. Home run was a 1-3, 5-9 right-handed. He rolled the 2, a 50% chance at a home run, and clears the deck. Here comes a cannonball as the White Sox lead at 6-3. So the White Sox opening some distance right now. Here's Ray Shaw, tripled back in the 7th. So now Oakley looks in. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a line drive. Same pitch he just hit. Deep left. He's back. And this time he didn't get 1-3. So White score 3. We go to the brief. It's 6-3 favor of White Sox. Oh, Tigers, are in disarray. Stanage and probably a pinch hitter, Oakley, and then on the bat here in the 8th. Eddie Cicotte now working his way to the complete game. Shalk sets the target. Cicotte looks in. Here's the pitch to Stanage. 3 short Weaver's got it. It was the first for out number 1. So here in the 8th inning. Let's see who will grab a bat. I'm guessing Mr. Hale is probably Scott. So Scott Hale, he grabs the bat. Right-handed hitter. So far, he's 0 for 2 on the replay. Shalk puts down the target. Cicotte looks in, and here's a pitch to Hale. 3-5 struck him out. Cicotte again getting stronger. That's 2 outs. And here's Ralph Young. He's still back in the 4th. He's 1 for 4. Now 11 at bats and 3-4. Still, he's had a good start so far in the series. Shalk sets the target with the pitch to Ralph Young. 5-6. That's a line drive in for a base hit for Young. Strong out, he comes around, throws a strike. The first keeps Young to a long single. So on first and 2 outs. Tigers trying something going late here. Here's Donnie Bush. 1-4 so far in the ball game. Single back in the lone first inning. Cicotte from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Bush. 5 game. That's all she wrote. We played 8, and it's 6-3. Coming in, has to finish this 9th inning. and it'll be probably Babe Marset will come in. So he'll come in, and it's the ninth inning. So Marset comes in. He's gone in. He's got 1 hit, 1 inning so far. Nothing over. Field now bat fouled by Cicotte and Strunk. And now this is where Eddie Murphy definitely hits well. He hits those righties extremely well. Batter 1 for 3, runs scored. That's the target. Marset looks at the pitch. 4-6 and walk B. Oh boy. And now this is where the extra traffic's going to call the Whitesox attack on some runs. Here's Cicotte. 1 for 2. A sacrifice bunt with a safety squeeze back in that center. Looks back at a huge run for the Sox. So Stanage puts the target down. Marset from the stretch. Let's see if they sacrifice up 3. And they will bunt for Cicotte. Murphy will go to second. Oh, no, he popped it up. And he does a double play. Cicotte popped the bunt up. Marset flips at the first. And it's the double play. They double off the runner at first. So they go. The Tigers a nice play defensively, and there's 2 outs now in the 9th. Here's Strong. He's 0 for 4. Once, and he struck out twice. Stanage sets the target. Marset, here's the pitch, and that's going to be a 3-12. Good thing no injury. 5 ball field. Cobb is there. Makes catch, and that's all for the. Let's go to the bottom of the 9th, folks. It's 6-3 Chicago. So Chicago looking at 17-20 season. This will be a third in a row so far. Hello, Bears Den. And welcome in. Thank you for coming in for a late 1920 play between the White Sox and Tigers. White Sox looking to win the first 3 games of the series. Tigers looking to get off the decks, but now Biggies have really curtailed them in this one. Followed by Veach and Ellison, the bat for the Tigers against Cicotte looking to finish when he started. Shock behind the plate. Cicotte looks in. Here's the 4. Cobb 1-10 and he walks. So the Tigers need a base run and they got one. So Cobb's at first. He's not going to steal. Of course, down 3. And now he's 2 for 3 with a walk. He singled back in the 3rd and singled back in the 7th. Jackson, Cicotte from the stretch. They need to get another base runner to give Ellison a chance and maybe shorten after that. Shock puts in. Shock from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Veach for a double play ball. The Weaver to Collins and double play. 4-6-3. That's a quick play. How do you do? Sox 1 out away from finishing the sweep, and now here's Babe. That was the double. Shock sets Cicotte from the windup. He's 1 out from a finish. The pitch to Ellison. 3. Ground ball to short. Buck throws at the Collins, and that's your ball game. The Chicago Whitesox continue their way. They're going to win their 3rd game of the year, while the Tigers will lose their 3rd straight. So injuries, boy, did they mount up for Tigers in this way. Harry Heilman will be out for 2 more games. And if you're a Dutch fan, he will be on a serious injury. He'll be out for next one. So he missed probably at least his next 2 starts. So the winning pitcher, Eddie Cicotte, he gets the complete game. Them 9-10 hits, runs 2 earned, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. Dutch Leonard gets the loss even though he pitched quite well. 7 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, only 2 earned, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Oakley came in 1 inning hits. This Tiger bullpen is awful. Players to come in and kind of help out. He's going to have to be the new pitcher in this rotation. They're really going to be without some serious depth issue now in their team. Marset gets the loss, 1 inning and 1 walk. Let's go over the stats here. Doubles by Weaver and Ellison. Doubles by Shock and Shano Collins. Go to the casino, Shano. He had a home run on a 15% roll. RBIs by Collins second. Weaver is second. Shane Collins had 2 RBIs. He now has 3. Had an RBI his first. Ellison his first. And Stanage had his 2nd RBI. Joe Jackson had the only stolen base. And this is how the line score went. The Tigers scored 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd. They led 2-0. The Tigers scored Whitesox. Actually, the Tigers led When at the end of 3, then the Tigers tied it. White Sox scored 1 in the 6th, and I took the lead on the 7th on the safety squeeze. Then the Tigers came back and showed some nice chutzpah by getting a run in the 7th to tie it. And then the White Sox broke through with 3 to 8. And the big blow was the Shane O'Collins home run. So the winner goes to Chicago White Sox. Are now 3-0. Tigers are now 0-3. Look out the schedule ahead. What comes on after this series will be broadcast match again. Is play like in every other game, kind of our style. So I'm kind of playing every other game. There's a game after. So the Saturday games will be the Athletic versus the Browns, the Yankees. So it's going to be a 4-game series. I played one more time, so I won't be showing you these games. So again, it'll be Cleveland, Boston game 4, and then Chicago, Detroit will finish. I'll be Dickie Kerr and Ray Oldham. So then I'll probably start showing the Sunday games. There's only 2 games on the schedule. The A's and Red Sox, or Red Sox home, and not Red Sox home already. So sad Sam Jones will get the start, assuming he's still there. Dave Keefe, and then Cleveland will play, and that's Jim Bagby against Bill Byrne. Again, we'll have to make sure the starters are right and ready to go. And on Monday, there's a more full slate of schedule. The Yankees will have a doubleheader in Detroit. That's what the Tigers need is Babe Ruth in town. Philly, the A's will play the Red Sox, while the Indians will play the Browns, and the White Sox will go to Washington. So again, those are the games coming up in the future. Thanks, folks, for coming in. Let's win it. They stay 3-0. The Tigers go 0-3. Let's see a fourth game on the 4th game of the series. Thank you. Appreciate you coming in, of course. Thank you all for Tabletop Delaware Castro. Bears Den, thank you so much. I appreciate everyone coming in as always. And Beatles internally, if you are here, thank you, brother. And good night, all. On the 1 o'clock on the. So thank you for being here for an hour of my time. Please like if you have not yet subscribed. That, and as always, folks, have a night and keep on going in roaring 20s.